everybody. I've got a new job I want to tell you about. It's pretty sweet. I'm charging $1 at the grocery to help people open those little plastic bags for vegetables because the mask means you can't lick your finger. I'm making $500 a day. Let's start the show.
In a cabin, going crazy, cause a flu that's worse than swine swept the planet, so damn it, here we are in quarantine.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. Come on, we've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 9 months. You know the drill. Just be polite, okay? We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our strange quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
Hey everyone, it's time for the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassel and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome their very special guest,
Maybe J.R. Bro.
live from their respective quarantined homes. And now, please welcome Brad Tassel.
Oh, and the crowd goes wild. I'm looking for JR. I don't see him. Well, let's see what happens, everybody. If not, we've got a huge full show anyway. And JR, if you don't know, out there in Facebook land, JR is having a power outage and he can't get his, what do they call that thing? Generator working. So he may not be here. He is a sensational, internationally known comedian musician. I'm Brad. I'm not any of those things. So, how is everybody? I'm looking, Carla, good to see you, and Jeff, nice to see you, and Alice, and Patti, and Robert, and everybody here. Robert, well, we didn't change Valerie's name. Steve, change Valerie's name.
I'll change Valerie's name.
I can't believe you haven't changed Valerie's name. I'm, of course, dressed like Mr. Rogers right before the change. I don't know. I don't know. Do you like the bow tie? Should I wear the bow tie more?
Oh, it's working. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I was impressed you broke out the bow tie for us.
That was the point of my Orville Reichenbacher reference earlier. That's what I meant.
Orville Reichenbacher.
That's what I meant by
Didn't
getting popular.
he make guitars? Oh, that was Rickenbacker. Sorry. So, okay, well, great. Well, I'm not wasting time because we're waiting for JR. I'm just looking around at the jokes, thinking it all might be a mistake. So here we go.
I call this Orville, by the way.
That's Orville. Well, I look a little like Orville Redenbacher's the grandson. Was he the grandson?
Hell
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So nobody knows who he is anymore. All right. Well, let's start the jokes and move along with the show. Here we go. My first joke, here it is. Texas lawyer Rod Ponton, I think that's how you say his name, presented a case to the 394th District Court behind a kitten filter that he could not remove from his computer. As the kitten's mouth moved, Ponton said to the court, "I am here live and I am not a cat," which was obvious. Now, the judge walked him through the steps to remove the filter, then charged Ponton with a misdemeanor.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right. For that one, you should put on a second bow tie.
Wait till the next one. Yeah, the bow tie made me want to do puns today. So a misdemeanor. Okay. Now on a little grosser note, Hustler magazine creator and free speech advocate Larry Flynt passed away. Did you see that?
Didn't see that.
No, Larry Flynt. We all know who Larry Flynt was, right?
Yeah.
Flags at his offices were set to half erect.
Let me help you out.
Yeah. Orville's gone nuts.
Who knew Orville's grandson was such a pervert? Who knew? Hey, speaking of free speech, because that's what Larry Flynt is kind of known for, except for really, really gross magazines. I don't know about the rest of the guys in here, but I always liked when I was like 13, 14, and my dad's Playboys was exciting. And then one day we found a Hustler, and I was gay for a year. It was rough. That was some heavy duty stuff for like a 14-year-old. I was like, oh my God, what?
Where's my bow tie?
Where's my bow tie and my glasses? So speaking of free speech, Disney has fired Mandalorian star Gina Carano because she tweeted conservatives in America are being treated like Jews in Nazi Germany.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see that? Yes.
I heard about it.
Yes, of course. So as we know, right-wingers, wanting right-wingers to stop calling for Mexicans to be put in cages is just like being murdered in a concentration camp. Just the same. Just that was too wordy, I think. It felt weird in my mouth. By the way, conservatives are rallying around her, screaming about their free speech rights and that she shouldn't be fired for her views. Now, let's stop the show and let me explain something. That's not how free speech works. Larry Flynt won against the Supreme Court to keep publishing his magazine, not to force everyone to read it, okay?
Right.
You don't have to hear somebody's speech. They just don't go to jail. And you know what? This cancel thing has been around a hell of a lot longer. Now people just get to complain about it. I was fired from a club. Okay, let's talk about me. I was fired from a club not that long ago because the girl who drove the comics to the radio in the morning didn't like a comment that I made in the car on the way to the radio station 33 years ago. I don't even know what I said. She doesn't know what I said. But when they hired me to come do the club, they said, "You're fired because a 23-year-old comic that I was said something that no one knows what it is." That is being canceled. And you know what? Q hasn't come to help me at all. I have been canceled because I didn't play golf. Any other comic? You weren't a golfer, so the club didn't bring you back?
That wasn't the result, but yes, it's a big deal.
Or why we weren't invited.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I was fired once because I didn't say hello to the comedy club waitresses in an entirely different restaurant. I didn't see them. They didn't talk to me, yet I was fired because I was rude. And let me tell you, not once did I say it was worse than dying in an oven.
Oh, really?
Until now.
Now it was worse. Until now. It just cracks me up that people throw. Oh well. By the way, on a different note, Joe Biden's rescue dogs, Champ and Major, have a Twitter account. Have you seen that? The Oval Office. Have you guys? Trump doesn't have one, but the Oval Office. Yeah, where you can see, and where you see on. I love their Twitter. I follow it. You can see the pooches lounging around the Oval Office fireplace, promoting animal rescue, and alerting Jill Biden when Joe falls into a well. Hey, Champ, is there something wrong? Joe's falling in a well?
Again?
Again? Like there's a well at the White House. So I've avoided it up to this point in the show. Let's talk about the impeachment that continued on today. I'm going to leave out all the sadness because there's a lot of sadness. I'm going to leave out all the evidence. I'm going to leave out everything and just talk about how truly horrible Trump's lawyers are. Man, are they bad. Have you seen these guys?
How bad
are they?
Wait, I haven't said it yet. Trump's lawyers are so bad.
How bad
are they?
Rand Paul's neighbor is waiting in their yard.
Okay.
Trump's attorneys are so bad.
How bad are they?
Q is suddenly asking for the death penalty.
Okay.
Okay.
Trump's attorneys are so bad.
How bad are
they?
Ted Cruz is renewing his Canadian passport. Did y'all know that Ted was from Canada?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Ted doesn't seem to know that, but yes.
I've got 32 more of these. Here we go. Trump's attorneys are so bad.
How bad are they?
His attorneys are so bad, Lauren Boebert is giving Capitol tours to Rachel Maddow fans.
Hey!
All right.
Are they, I meant to say.
That's pretty bad.
Okay, actually, two more. Trump's attorneys are so bad.
How bad are they?
The My Pillow guy just voted to convict. And last but not least, Trump's attorneys are so bad.
How bad are they?
They're so bad, COVID won't touch them.
Wow, that's bad.
Oh,
That's bad, but should not have been the last one, sadly enough. Okay. By the way, the Biden administration announced today, just hours before this show, they have secured more than 200 million doses of the COVID vaccine and can have the entire U.S. vaccinated by July. Yay! GOP state governors responded, not if we can help it.
Yep, like Missouri.
That's right, Missouri. They're not going to give that crap to people. Let's see. I think I got two more, and I'm not excited about either of them. By the way, has anyone else, I'm not sure there's a joke here, but then why change the show? Has anyone else been getting merch in the mail from charities looking for money? Has anyone
For
gotten
years.
this?
For years.
Well, but no, I mean real merch, not a little thing here and there. Today I got two. I got a t-shirt, a real nice t-shirt, and a check for $2.50 from a children's charity asking for a $10 or more donation. And I got from another charity a pair of real nice socks and a $2.50 check from an animal charity asking for $50 or more. Is that crazy? I mean, I'm telling you, at this rate, 5 more charities and I'll be off unemployment.
I got some socks that didn't fit.
Oh, well, they're real small. Yeah, they're like kids' socks, but they were real nice. So, okay. Are they spending a ton of money? Is nobody else getting this?
Just you.
I just get wall calendars.
Oh, well, those suck.
Return address
calendars.
label.
That stinks.
I'm
That
able
stinks.
to give a
Address
wall
label.
calendar to every person in my church from all the charities that send them to me.
Wow.
Okay, so last one, and then I think we're going to do something else. This cracks me up today. Even after endless proof that the election was the most fair in history, and endless evidence that Trump supporters were behind the Capitol attacks, a study just found that 4 out of 10 evangelical white Christians think that violence to overthrow the government is going to be necessary. Did you see that? Even though we've proven those things. By the way, it would have been 5 out of 10, but 200,000 who could have been in a survey died from some weird fake illness that wasn't COVID.
Oh.
Oh my.
Dark.
Wow. I thought it was cute.
It is cute. It's adorably cute and dark.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm just gonna sit down. You know what? Maybe Steve, you and Carla will just do the rest of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brad Tassel. We've got a great show that starts now. I'm going to replace the spotlight with Steve Goodie, who's
Hi,
got his
everybody.
Superman underwear on.
Yeah. It's supposed to be Valentine-y a little bit. Thanks. I think we might rename the whole show this week. We'll call it How Brad Was It?
How Brad was it?
Just a thought. Just a thought. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I think it's delightfully ironic that we lost Larry Flint this week. And so this top 10 list has one item on it. I've been told by people I trust that one item in here is really gross. There's no bad words, but it's gross. I haven't identified which one it is. Maybe you can help me figure it out. Our top 10 list tonight, in case you haven't seen the show before, skip. Every week we do a top 10 list, kind of as a throwback to the old David Letterman days. Back in the days when he had the Ed Sullivan Theater full of people because you could do that safely. And now Colbert and Fallon are doing it from their garages in their underwear. So, to try to bring back a little class, here's tonight's top 10 list. Our category tonight, top 10 ways Valentine's Day is different in 2021, because it's different in 2021.
Yeah.
The top 10 ways Valentine's Day is different in 2021. Number 10, after 6 months of research, they managed to fit Stay the F Away From Me on a little candy heart. Number 9, McCartney re-releases I Want to Hold Your Hand sanitizer. I know, it's stupid. Number 8, Cupid's arrows are full of Pfizer. I really thought that would get more than that. All right. Number 7, Latest Netflix hit, Desperate to be Vaccinated Housewives. Number 6, Trojan offers free heart-shaped mask with every purchase. Masked for her projectile.
Oh.
I think that might be the one.
Oh, yeah,
That's the one.
That's the one.
Number 5,
That's it.
dominating the charts is Donald's new ballad, Do I Need a Treason to Tell You I Love You?
That's the one right there. That's a good one.
Number 4, new 36-piece chocolate assortment, Don't Go Near Hershey's from Hershey's. I'm not even going to think about it. Number 3, McCartney re-releases Lady Moderna.
Oh, yeah.
He's the top 10 ways Valentine's Day is different in 2021. Number 2, Melania announces new combination candy sampler and centerfold. First Lady Godiva. And the number 1 way Valentine's Day is different in 2021. Huge sales for Donald's new fragrance, Incarceration.
Oh. The music didn't play, did it?
That's why you get to applaud.
Yay!
Whatever.
Steve Goodie, everybody. Steve, let's
Thought it
give
went
a call
really
for
well.
Steve Goodie.
Yeah.
That was really great.
And a couple of
So
songs in there.
you know what I've decided? I think we're going to start over. So, Steve, play the beginning again, and let's try this all one more time. So, how's that
Do we have to do all the jokes again?
No. No. I'm just going to do part of my act instead, and we'll see if that's over. And we'll start that over. And then you can do one of the old top 10 lists, and we'll be set.
Oh, that'd be
Or we can do this. We're going to mix it up because now I'm looking down, and it looks like JR is not here. So guess our headliner is Carla Ulbrich, so be ready for that coming up.
Yay!
Carla. So
All right.
Carla. All right. So that we're going to change then, and we're going to go to someone we love more than life itself, everybody. She's a philanthropist. She's a star in her own right, and she's Patti with a Patti melt, Patti Vasquez. I like your hair.
Oh, thank you. Hey, everybody. I can't tell you how happy I am to see friendly faces. I think I've mentioned before in our conversations in these lovely shows that I perhaps live in the same building with my mother, the building that she owns, and I love her. I love her very much. She celebrated her 86th birthday this week. I know, I'm very excited. And that is why when I went down to visit her and say happy birthday, and I turned around and she goes, oh my God. By the way, my mom's from Mexico. She's not like Scarface all of a sudden for this story. But I turned around as I was leaving. She goes, oh my God, your ass has grown exceptionally during
Does that mean good?
No, and here's the thing. I knew in my heart that she meant exponentially. Which is not also great. And also mathematically, if you think about an ass growing exponentially, and you can take a moment to yourselves to do that. No, she meant exponentially. And the reason I know that is because for some reason, my mother is obsessed with my back end. And I know that because when I came home from college over 25 years ago, she goes, oh my God, you are getting a fat ass. It looks like you put yeast in your ass and it's just rising. So I love that she didn't think that telling me that I had a fat ass would be clear enough. Like that message wouldn't land. But I know she didn't stop, Brad. She was like, turn that oven off. Those buns are done.
Gotta throw a metaphor in. Gotta have a metaphor.
And she had them all. I mean, she apparently was brushing up on the rest of her English because she does speak English fantastically. It just seems to center on how big my ass is. So I remember, and I don't know why I have issues with the way I look. And in a pandemic, when you start living in sweatpants, it's hard to gauge. So it's good to know that she's there for a reality check every once in a while. But I'm fine. So as a result of Monday's experience, I am now doing the whole 30 because she's not wrong. I have been eating and drinking for the last 10 months like I'm at an all-inclusive resort. So there were times when I just unhinge my jaw and put the macaroni and cheese right to the back of my throat. But in regards to my mother, whom I love very much, and we celebrated her birthday, I have always, what I've come to do is I treat her like she's a mental patient. That's right. If you have somebody in your life that says things that trigger you, that you take and you can't let go of it, and maybe it affects you for your entire life, the best thing to do is go, oh, that's really sweet of you to say, just whatever, oh, did you have hard candy today? So I do have incredibly I have a lot of women don't have a moment in their lives, I think, maybe before 16, where we actually look in the mirror and like ourselves. At some point, we look in the mirror and we start hating. We hate our arms, we hate our butts, we hate our thighs, and hate can spread. If you start saying you hate a part of your body, that takes hold. So I'm learning to stand in front of the mirror and go, I'm okay. I you know what? This'll do. This is the best it's ever gonna get. This is all from here. It goes downhill because and I still make the mistake. Here's the thing. I actually do ask for my mom's input on how I look. I went downstairs to her apartment one day and said, Mommy, what do you think of this dress? She goes, oh my God, you aren't going to believe this. For the first time in your entire life, you look good for once. Which I know sounds horrible to some people, but I'm like, I will take this moment. This is going to be a beautiful memory. I'm going to put that right in there. And I turned around and she goes, never mind. Because she did mess with my ass. I'll give you one more. I don't know how much. I know that I don't know if you want me to take another moment. This is how bad it is. We all have a sort of a dream body. We've seen somewhere like that. I would love to have that body. Mine would be like Audrey Hepburn. And elegant and, long limbs and beautiful cheekbones. She goes, Patricia, you will never have that body. Your skeleton is too big. I said, but if I was as skinny as my skeleton, I'd be pretty skinny. But as it is, my ass is way far away from it, like it's allergic, just like you always point out. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm reflecting on my life tonight. That's all.
Oh, that's all right. And I like that you're doing it in front of the Declaration of Independence.
I know. I didn't have a patriotic Patty melt. I've been watching the impeachment too, and I just, do you see these senators are like holding up the paper and just not paying attention, like no big deal. And
I know. Our state elected him, jerk.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. I didn't vote for him.
They can't vote to convict because they're co-conspirators. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. By the way, Patty, we could look at you for an hour. No, you can talk as long as you want. You look beautiful. You look fantastic. Although we aren't seeing your rear end, so I guess that could be a problem if we did. Yeah. I don't know. I listen to your mom. What does your husband feel about these things?
About these things? I've been eating like where I'm at an all-inclusive resort, and I've been feeding him the same way, so he ain't judging.
Yeah.
But the exchange,
yes, your mom is married more than 10 years. He knows not to say anything.
Yeah, he doesn't say it.
And your mom is 86, you said?
Yeah. Yes.
So really, not too long, it's going to be your house. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Funny you should mention.
That was a Wonder Woman spit take. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention the house. She pulled out the will too. What were we watching? We were watching on her birthday. She took out her will. She goes, this is my favorite thing. I gotta check on.
Lean in.
This is one of my favorite things. She'll say, in the event that I die. Like it might not happen.
Not gonna happen. She's fine for a long time.
In case I die. Here's my will. On her birthday, she gave me her will.
Well, I'm glad that are you the executor of her estate?
It's all mine, baby.
No, I mean, are you the executor of the estate too?
Not yet.
So that's good.
I mean, I get everything.
No, I know, but somebody needs to be the executor. Somebody needs
I will
to
set that up. I will set
that up.
Yeah,
you need to set that up. I'm glad she's got a will. So, okay, let's hear it for
everyone.
Patti,
Get your will.
Everybody. Come on, let's hear it for Patti. She's just about to get a house.
I think we're changing the name of the show again. It's going to be How Brad Ass Was It?
Oh,
That was a goodie.
Steven. We still do this show after a year. We are coming up on a year.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
Now, I want to say this. I enjoy it. I think it's great. I could do it forever. Of course, the only sticking point is, none of us are making a living in any way. So that leads me to say, everybody at Facebook, come donate to this show. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click on donate to the comics for the Thursday show, and we can help Patti get on Weight Watchers, I guess. So we can pay for a couple of meals that her mom will buy and stuff like that.
Doesn't need Weight Watchers. She needs to hire an executor.
That's true. She can be the executor. She can be the executor of the will. Or she just needs to, hire someone to talk to her mother and be a go-between. So, and not talk to her mother. So, and why you want to donate to the show is because we have probably the greatest talent in the world. And we are talking about Patti, but we're also talking about Carla Ulbrich, everybody. Yay! Carla Ulbrich.
Oh, I can't live up to that. All right.
You don't have to.
Okay. And it's the big letdown show. All right.
No, you can live up to what Steve and I did. That's easy to surpass. So.
This is the self-deprecating show.
It is.
All right. This I wrote last year. I'll start with this. When I first started getting on Zoom, I had no idea what I was doing. And then I figured it out after some very patient people helped me figure it out. And then immediately I became a snob to anybody who did not know how to use Zoom. So here we go. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. Is this on? I'm not a cat. I think you can turn off the TV, maybe. Turn down the speakers a bit. It's feeding back. Hold on, what? Are you talking to me? Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. I didn't say everyone knew how to use it. Everybody's on Zoom. Work meetings, book clubs, 12-step groups, using virtual calls to resume. What really is needed most right now are some meetings on how to use Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Video conferencing all day long. Everybody's on Zoom. Okay, you may remember after a few months it started to get really weird and people started crashing other people's Zoom meetings last year, and you had to start using passwords and stuff. The perverts started crashing the meeting and flashing their junk. It's just sick. Of course, when you invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry, don't be surprised when you get Tom's, Harry, everybody's on Zoom. Everybody's on Zoom. Fish gotta swim, flasher's gotta flash. Everybody's on Zoom. Yeah. That's some of the audience material.
Wow, that was awesome.
So
We haven't had, by the way, Carla, we haven't had anybody do anything like that for a good long while because we had quite a few in the beginning. Remember?
Crashing?
Yeah, I mean, we had one guy was weird stuff,
Yeah, but
and then
we took my dad's computer away and everything's fine.
Oh,
That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute. I'm slow, but here you go.
I'm just glad we didn't say we had perverts. Then that was another.
Oh, there's my alarm to go check the basement for my mouse traps. Okay. We have mice, but I think actually the poops are too big. I think we have squirrels, but that's, or maybe it's Steve's dad. I'm not sure.
How dad
His
was
poops were
it?
huge. How big was his poops?
I have pictures.
Oh,
I was looking online comparing poop. I'm Googling squirrel poop. Who knows what Amazon's going to try to sell me now that I've been.
Scat.com.
Scat.com. That's not jazz. Okay, so what will we do next? I think we'll do this one. It's an old standby. And any resemblance to people living or dead is probably not a coincidence. Okay. Thank you I never wore a hand puppet everywhere and demanded get respect. I never read the Kama Sutra out loud while in the middle of sex. Anything strange I ever said doesn't even hold a candle to. If you don't stop calling me irrational, I'm really gonna fly off the handle. Thank you, Joe's ex-girlfriends. He never complains. Thank you, Joe's ex-girlfriends. You make me look sane. I never said, oh my God, what's that noise? You're blinking. Could you stop that? I never showed a headless naked selfie to your friends and said, does she look fat? I wear goofy clothes and I sleep until noon. I make goofy jokes and watch SpongeBob cartoons. I sing to the dog and I talk to the plants. When I met you, I lived in a van. I'm unemployable and sing songs about butts, but after batshit crazy, I'm only nuts. Thank you, Joe's ex-girlfriends. He never complains. Thank you, Joe's ex-girlfriends. You make me look sane. I'm practically Martha Stewart without the insider trading. But that's another song.
Yay!
All right.
Hey, if I may, after this show, when we're all just chatting, I just looked up on YouTube for a video of that very song. We could watch that together.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Starring me and Steve Goodie as Joe.
I played Joe.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Yeah, that's wonderful.
He also helped edit it and film it. And yes, Steve is multi-talented.
And I wrote it.
Wait a minute. All right. So I have a new song I'd like to debut here, if you guys could stand it.
Heck yeah.
Do another one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is it about squirrel poop and mouse poop? And
It could be. What it's about 2 minutes long.
Perfect.
Like most of my songs. This is about how messed up the mail system is now. I ordered a coat. Ordered it by mail. Starting to think they sent it using an actual snail. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Didn't really order that jacket. There's no need to wonder. I'll just go online and track it. It left sunny Oklahoma, then traveled to LA. It made a stop in Baton Rouge, and it's still there today. The U.S. mail's so crazy, it makes me want to puke. My puffer coat gets to see the world, and I'm stuck here in Dubuque. Writing a Christmas letter, freezing off my keister. I sent them in November. It might arrive by Easter. This happens all the time. I swear my mail is cursed. If they put a post office on Mars, my mail would go there first. Sent a birthday card to Chicago to my good old Uncle Howie. It went from Iowa to Florida, then made a stop in Maui. The U.S. mail is so crazy, it makes me want to puke. My letters get to see the world, and I'm stuck here in Dubuque. You can't beat 'em, join 'em. I packed myself in a crate, shipped myself to my home address. Now all we do is wait. Spent the night in a warehouse dreaming about my tropical getaway. The rumbling truck, the plop of the crate. I was home the same damn day. U.S. mail so crazy. This time's the fluke. The rest of my mail gets to see the world, stuck here in Dubuque. Has anybody got a crowbar? Get this crate open. I didn't really think this through.
Carla Ulbrich, everybody, come on.
Ooh, that was
That was
great.
That was
awesome.
beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Thank you guys.
So are you going to do that on your show here Friday?
Tomorrow, yes.
Oh, everybody go is it on your page? Where do they go?
Yes, go to my page or YouTube, but facebook.com/Carla Ulbrich, all one word, Carla Ulbrich.
CarlaUlbrich.com.
Can't find it, just go to carlau.com and click there.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Carla, everybody. Yay.
What time?
Thanks, Brad. Thanks,
What-
Steve.
What time is your
Thank
show?
you guys so
Oh,
much.
it's 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
7:30. Hey, oh, wait, I'm in the wrong place. I'm not there anymore.
In
I always forget where I am. Well, I always forget where I am. I'm
Probably
in the control.
Dubuque.
I'm in Dubuque in the control. Our control room's in Dubuque. So, you know what I've noticed, Steve?
What have you noticed, Brad?
We have adorable people on this show.
I have noticed that.
I think both Patti and Carla are adorable people, and that is. So I want to tell everybody, if you donate to the show, we've learned that you can get Weight Watchers for Patti, and you can also, for Carla, we can get her an exterminator. So you can.
And a crowbar.
Because she's and a crowbar. She's living in some sort of weird tenement with all this poop in her basement. Like 9 animals
One of the
pooping in her
few
basement.
tenements. One of the few tenements that has a homeowners association.
I know, it's crazy. So that's why you want to donate to this show, so we can get them the help they need. And you know what? Speaking of adorable,
The start.
you know what? If you're going to talk about adorable, who are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about
Jeff Shaw.
Jeff Shaw. Everybody, look, it's Jeff Shaw.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jeff.
It's great to be here. I didn't know I was going to make it because I had a gig tonight, but I got canceled for something Brad said 30 years ago. and,
Nice.
and what he said was, sure, book Jeff Shaw. You can't go wrong. It's great to be here now. Nobody else will recognize what I'm wearing, but Brad will. This is my old uniform jacket.
Yeah, where's your name tag?
It's in an incinerator. I was a comedy club manager for a major cruise line for 10 years because that's what unemployed comedians used to do before Uber. Running a comedy club on sea is a little bit different than running a comedy club on land. Okay. If you heckle a comedian in a comedy club on land, the manager will throw you out. But if you heckle a comedian in a comedy club at sea, the manager will throw you out, then come to your cabin an hour later with a fruit basket and apologize while the cruise director spanks him from behind with his comment card in the palm of his hand.
That's true.
I retired after 10 years because 10 years of working 100 hours a week on 4 hours sleep for 10 months at a time can prematurely age a guy. I'm 35. And the hardest thing about working on a cruise ship for me was biting my tongue, because when you spend 10 months calling bingo and sleeping in bunk beds, smutting off the passengers is all you got. How come you're the only American crew member I've met on this ship so far? That's because I'm not a crew member. I'm the president of Carnival Cruise Line, taping an episode of Undercover Boss. I love that show. Where are the cameras? Hidden like the ones in your cabin.
Oh.
So be sure to stop by the photo gallery on your way off the ship. Souvenir video, $9.99 to take it home and $99.99 to keep it off the internet. I know what you're thinking. Hey, Jeff, how come you didn't get in trouble more often? Because I'm a comedian, and they wrongly assumed I was kidding. Besides, I found that the best way to get away with being a smart aleck on a cruise ship is to always wear a big smile and somebody else's name tag. Do you remember which comedy club manager was being a jerk to you? Yes, his name was Brad Tassel. He had much better hair than mine.
That would work. I never wore my name tag.
Yeah.
But luckily, though, most of our passengers had good sense of humor. Excuse me, but does everybody have to go to the lifeboat drill today? Oh, no, man. There aren't enough lifeboats for everyone anyway. What is your name? Shaquille O'Neal. And one time, I was so lucky that I made the guests laugh because I was waiting in front of what they call Camp Ocean or youth camp, waiting for an elevator. And a guest with a toddler in tow said, "Excuse me, but are you one of the ship's youth counselors?" I said, "Not anymore." Because apparently it's considered unprofessional to yell, "King me punk," when playing checkers with a 6-year-old. And you're not going to find many youth counselors from America on a cruise ship. Our cruise line wanted their youth counselors to be from Bosnia, Serbia, Kosovo, the Ukraine, because these young people have experienced some bloody civil wars in their lifetime. That means they can handle your snot-nosed kids for a week. Okay, children, if you do not behave, we will line up your Build-A-Bears and make them walk the plank. We normally say line them up and shoot them, but Jeff is practicing this line for a dry bar comedy special and he cannot use violent imagery.
That's right. No. You no shoot on dry bar.
I had to perform comedy for children, and Brad will attest to that. And sometimes though, performing for kids on a cruise ship can be more gratifying than performing for adults. There's something about being in a comedy club that makes children act like grown-ups and grown-ups act like children. And that thing is called alcohol. Yeah, kids handle their liquor a lot better on ships than their parents. I was not cut out for customer service. Apparently, the customer's always supposed to be right on a cruise ship. I missed that memo on Indoctrination Day. I paid a lot to be here. Why should I listen to you? Because I get paid very little to work here. Yes, I'm a grown man who wears blue shorts to work, so that makes me the boss of you. Although I had the right skills, I had the wrong temperament. I got myself in trouble one time because I had, as a comedy club manager, a very bad habit of standing up for the comedians. And one time we had a guest come up to me and say that she didn't like the comedian. The comedian was killing in front of a packed house, destroying. She said, "Excuse me, but this comedian isn't funny. You should let him off in the next port. Get somebody else." I said, "Excuse me, ma'am?" She said, "This comedian's not funny." I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "This comedian's not funny. You should fire him right away." I said, "I can't hear you, ma'am. There are 500 people laughing. I can't hear you." And although my mouth got me in trouble in guest areas and crew areas, it made me a legend. One time we were taking an ethics class and the HR officer said, "Who can tell me why it's not okay for crew members to sleep with passengers?" And I said, "Because screwing the passengers is Carnival's job."
Hey, yo, hey, yo. Wait, can you do that one on dry bar?
No, but I could do it in the virtual comedy show.
Yay!
I'll leave you with this one since Valerie's laughing so hard at my stupid stuff. I had a lot of friends on board, and many of them spoke English as a second or third language. I speak like 4 different languages, which isn't impressive to Americans. If the average American were to open their front door and see a talking German Shepherd on the doorstep, they'd say, "You're in America, mutt, speak English." But one time, my cabin steward, Putu, which is Indonesian for Gary, he asked me to ask him to help him study for his English test. He had to be certified in English. And he said, "Mr. Jeff, what is a figure of speech?" I said, "No. What is an interjection, sometimes used as an adjective or an adverb?" He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That is an interrogative statement." He said, "You're being stupid." I said, "No, that's a declarative statement." He said, "Listen, I have to take my test tomorrow. If you don't stop goofing around, I will tear off your head and poop down your neck." I said, "Congratulations, Putu. That is a figure of speech." Thanks, everybody.
Oh, smart joke. Let's hear Jeff Shaw. He's adorable.
Oh, good.
That's all I wanted from you, Brad, is that you're an adorable. I felt a little jealous.
You're wearing glasses.
Definitely adorable.
Yeah,
You're wearing glasses.
fun.
Well,
You know why I'm wearing glasses?
Why?
Because of what happened last week when I couldn't read my notes.
Makes you look all scholarly. Now you can do all the grammar jokes.
I really like them.
Sometimes being a total pro means knowing no contact lenses on Thursday.
That's right. I love it. I think they look great, by the way.
Yeah, they do. Great glasses.
Yeah, they do. They look really great. So
Yes.
yeah,
Very nice.
Are they? Although I think they're not non-glare lenses though.
No, they are, but my ring lights are really close to my computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got your face on your lights. So
Got them set to
Jeff
extra
Shaw,
glare.
everybody. Extra glare. Jeff Shaw being adorable, everybody. By the way, Jeff, I was going to say that. Yeah, sometimes the kids show. I do a bit in my show where I talk about my wife and women being attracted and not attracted. You know what attraction is about, and I say, so are there any women in the room attracted to me right now? And no one did anything. And a 13-year-old girl started clapping really loud. And I went, no, not you, not you. And I was like, maybe this bit's better for an only adult crowd. So,
Brad, I think you needed your glasses because that wasn't a 13-year-old girl. That was me.
I feel bad for now. Well, hey, guess what? We didn't have JR. We hope he's okay. And we still had a really long show. Is there anybody left out there? So, Steve, did you want to do anything before we go?
I just want to let you know that I've changed the closing credits to reflect that Carla is now our headliner.
Yay! Good job. So you did some work.
And
well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fantastic. We have adorable people on this show. We do a great job. I want you to come back every week. Also, you can get, when's your new album out, Jeff?
It came out the 29th, and I slipped down to 13 on the Amazon charts, and my good friends at #1. So if you get it on Amazon.com, you can help me get back up to #1.
And it is Jeff with 2 F's, right?
Correct.
Jeff with 2 F's. So go get that. Also, Patti Vasquez is getting a house. She doesn't need you. And Carla's doing a show tomorrow.
Watch me on Friday nights. Whiskey and a Cookie on Friday nights. We talk about all the big news stories of the week.
Oh, yeah, you do. You do an 11 o'clock show on Wednesdays, Central Time, and you do a Friday night show, too. So that none of us have ever been invited to be on at all. So,
I would love to have you on.
She's invited me 4 times.
Oh, okay. So she has not only just not invited me to ever be on the show. Yes, Jeff.
Patty, my album's also available as a CD if you want to get the physical copy and slather mustard on it.
Absolutely. Yum. I will eat that.
Okay, I think we've gone too far.
It works on rat poop and squirrel poop.
Steve, play the Thursday song. We can't take it anymore. Thank you, Facebook. We'll talk to you later.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the reverie. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.